Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Baylor Bears and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his legs, it's Morris. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Lagway. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Right down the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Morris. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Hey, man, this defense has given up some plays, and this is not how they talked about it. They talked about it with us coming into the game, starting fast. They haven't. They've given up a bunch of yards. But if you get off the field here and you can force a field goal here, the yards don't.
Surges his way in for the score.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
To throw, it's Hammond. Caught by Williams on the right. And good coverage by the... Just a short game.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Finds his man. It's Simmons. He's loose. Touchdown, Red Raider. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the run, it's Morris. Still on his feet at the 35. Racing to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Fielded in the end zone, and he coughs it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
There's some room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run with Joyner. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Might have a chance. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Bingo, moving, bingo, moving.
Flag wave. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
To the air, it's Flagway. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Bears will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Flagway to throw for it on fourth. Moves around to clear up the vision. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Flagway to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got enough for the first. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and QB simply did not.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, Lagway. Gets away. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Flagway wants to throw. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at this decision.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give is to Williams. Turning it on. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And
proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast, and the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's got an open man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides.
Touchdown, Bears! They take the lead here in the second half.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the ground, it's Morris. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Lagway. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
18, red 18.
Gets the back moving. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Bringing the heat. A little screen to the running back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Defense in press coverage. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. With the catch, it's Johnson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right on the money. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Red Raider. Once he got some room, it was over. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
And this This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Finds his big tight end. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab, it's Joyner. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give is to Williams. Looking for room at the 40. Got a little grass. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
Handoff to Joyner. Got enough for the 1st. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. He breaks a tackle. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That's caught. It's Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Here's Lagway to pass. Dances away to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Quentin one more time. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On the direct snap, it's Simmons. And tackled there by the defense. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They'll go with Joyner. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Throwing, Lagway. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks the tackle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Baylor Bears call their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Lagway. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, that you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walked away with the victory.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting set for the point after. Oh, and he missed it. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Lagway wants to throw. Pressure coming. Keeps the play going. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You know what's great about rivalry games?